The Life and Times of Nicky Porter, The Journey of a Musical Savant. Hello everyone. Today, we're delving into the inspiring life of Shadrock Porter, also known as Malcolm or Nicky Porter. A musical savant whose journey from Guyana to the stages of Canada encapsulates a tale of perseverance, talent, and self-discovery. So sit back, relax, and let's venture into the life and tunes of Nicky Porter. Enjoy the music. By the way, this tune is called The Sweetest Way to Feel. Born on December 29th, 1940, in Grove, Guyana, Nicky's story begins in a humble abode, 8 miles from Georgetown. His tale is one of family, identity, and the power of music. Growing up known as Malcolm, young Nicky faced a family controversy with a bold stride. Among the many characters in Nicky's early life, none were as influential or enigmatic as his grandfather, affectionately known as Pa. Song, Another Night. A beacon of wisdom and tradition, Pa was Nicky's window into a world rich with stories, heritage, and a profound simplicity. Pa was a grandfather and a storyteller, a mentor, and a bridge to Nicky's roots. His stories of Africa and the Congo were tales of distant lands and a roadmap to a rich cultural identity, a narrative that would later find its echo in Shadrock's music and life's work as an Israelite. Their bond was knitted with simple yet profound moments. Like the many afternoons spent by the riverside, where Pa would carve boats from the mocha mocha wild plant, imparting the virtue of patience and the joy of creation to young Nicky. Pa's influence was not limited to tales and life lessons. He was the essence of resilience and love that flowed through young Nicky's veins. Song, Only If You're Lonely. Pa was the early audience to Nicky's blooming musical inklings, his hearty laughter resonating with the innocent tunes of young Nicky. The simplicity of Pa's life, his profound connection to his roots, and his undying love for storytelling were the seeds that germinated into Nicky's deep respect for tradition and his relentless pursuit of musical expression. Each story from Pa was a note in Nicky's heart, each lesson a chord in the symphony of his life. Even long after Pa's comforting presence faded away, his essence lived on, resonating through the strings of Nicky's music and echoing through the verses of his songs. This timeless legacy continues to inspire. The legacy of Pa is an unforgettable part of Nicky's narrative, a chapter that underscores the beautiful interplay of heritage, love, and music in shaping the spirit of a budding musician. Pa's teachings were lessons for a young boy, and a heritage carried forward through the melody of Nicky's life. Song, Hustler. The tale of young Nicky finds a gritty chapter in the poverty-stricken lanes of Albuistown, a place notorious for its hardships and unsavory reputation. The juxtaposition of Nicky's musical dreams against the harsh realities of this neighbourhood paints a canvas of hope amidst despair. Albuistown was more than just a location. It was a crucible that tested and forged Nicky's resolve. At 17, after a confrontation with his stepfather, young Nicky, also known as Malcolm, embraced the rough streets, and began to find solace in music and camaraderie among his friends. Here, every day was a battle, every night a quest for dreams that seemed as distant as the stars. Yet, amidst the cacophony of hardships, Nicky's innate melody found its rhythm. Song Survivor. The streets that echoed with tales of despair also resonated with Nicky's early tunes of hope. His humble abode was a mixed palette of love, struggle, and music. The camaraderie shared with friends and the small joys amidst poverty shaped the early verses of Nicky's musical journey. Every scar from the streets was a lesson, every skirmish a note in the symphony of Nicky's life. His narrative was becoming a composition, resonating with the echoes of Old Boys Town, each chord a promise to rise above. The adversities honed young Nicky's spirit, each day tuning his resolve to a pitch-perfect note. It was here that the young, hopeful musician began to envision a melody that could transcend the borders of his neighbourhood, reaching out to the hearts across horizons. His journey is a rhythmic narrative that dances to the beats of resilience, hope, and the undying power of dreams. His early interactions with his grandfather, whom he fondly called Pa, planted the seeds of storytelling and a fascination with African roots. The colours of poverty were subtly brushed across the canvas of Nicky's youth, yet it wasn't until adulthood that he could fully see the picture. "I didn't know I grew up poor until I was an adult," speaks volumes about the innocence and resilience that coloured his early years. The streets of Albuquerque Town and Georgetown were both a playground and a school for young Nicky. Amidst the rough edges of survival, he found melody in the mundane, rhythm in the routine. Elder Shadrock's humorous yet poignant remark, "Sometimes I ate wind pie and drank sky juice," unveils a stark reality with a touch of humour, reflecting the invisible chains of poverty that subtly bound his world yet couldn't tether his spirit. The humble lanes were the first stage where Nicky's heart echoed with melodies that resonated beyond the apparent scarcity. Song, Don't Give Up. The streets of Georgetown hummed along, each hardship tuning his soul to a rhythm that defied the silence of struggle. His journey was a passage through the phases of poverty. It was a melody crafted from the heartbeats of hope and chords of resilience. Nicky's narrative transcends the mere physical aspects of his early environment, delving into a realm where music was his richest possession. In the theatre of life, Nicky turned the humble streets into a stage. His innocent heartstrings played the tunes of hope that drowned the whispers of want. The essence of his journey lies in the melody that arose from the simplicity, a melody that found its beat in the heart of adversity. Young Nicky's narrative is a tune that plays the chords of humility, resilience, and the unyielding spirit of a dreamer. His early days were about the absence and about the abundance of hope and music that filled the spaces in between. Song, I'm Coming Home. Nicky's musical journey is a rich collection of emotions, experiences, and introspections. His songs are not merely tunes, but stories that resonate with the highs and lows of life's journey. Let's delve into some of the titles that define Nicky's musical soul. Hustler is a nod to the gritty grind of survival, an ode to the relentless spirit of those striving against odds, resonating with Nicky's early struggles in Albuquerque Town. The Sweetest Way to Feel is a tune that encapsulates the tender emotions of love and the gentle stirrings of the heart. It's a melody that dances softly to the rhythm of affection. The yearning for belonging and the sweet anticipation of return find a melodious expression in I'm Coming Home, a tune that resonates with the heart's deepest desires. Let Love Live is a call for compassion, a plea to let the tender vines of love flourish amidst the rugged terrain of life's challenges. The resilience of the human spirit finds a voice in Don't Give Up, a tune that rallies the heart against adversities, urging one to keep the flame of hope burning bright. Song, I'll Wait. With a tempo that reverberates with the spirit of resilience, Survivor is Nicky's musical testament to enduring the storms and emerging with a melody of triumph. In Watch a Big Man Cry, Nicky unveils the vulnerability that lies beneath the facade of strength, a tune that touches the tender chords of human emotions. Another Night unveils the longing and bittersweet taste of solitude, a tune that many find similarities to their own sentiments. With a playful rhythm, Dr. Love showcases Nicky's ability to blend humour with tender emotions, creating a musical narrative that's as engaging as it is touching. A Man's Society profoundly reflects on societal expectations and the nuanced journey of self-discovery. It is a tune that invites introspection. The tender allure of romance finds a soft melody in Sweet, Sweet Loving, a song that encapsulates the gentle dance of love. In collaboration with Liberty Silver, You brings forth a harmonious blend of voices, a melody that speaks of unity and the sweet symphony of coming together. With an upbeat tempo, Party is a celebration of life's joyful moments, a tune that invites one to revel in the here and now. Song, A Man's Society. Friendships often become refuges where dreams are nurtured in the heart of adversity. Nicky found such solace in his friend Azzy's house, a haven amidst the gritty life of the streets. In those times, adopting a gritty alias was a trend, a facade of toughness in a tough world. Nicky embraced the persona of Nicky Romano, a character that resonated with the tough exterior, yet harboured a heart full of melodies. Donning a black t-shirt emblazoned with El Cubana El Toro, the Cuban bull, Nicky, albeit unknowingly, wore his defiance and aspirations on his chest. Life was harsh, with hunger being a constant companion, yet the fire in Nicky's belly was fueled by more than merely food. The streets were a hard teacher, and while many succumbed to a life veiled in crime, Nicky had his eyes set on a different horizon. His escape was music, a realm where his soul found expression. Their sanctuary was the record store, where the tunes of the Platters resonated with the hopes and aspirations nestled in Nicky's heart. The camaraderie found a voice, a harmony that echoed the tunes of the iconic Tony Williams. Song, I'm Coming Home. A pivotal moment arrived when the allure of Radio Demerara beckoned. The stage of Bertie Chancellor's show, Teensville, was a platform and a doorway to a dream. The neighbourhood vibrated with the echoes of their performance. As Nicky returned, the cheers of Nicky Nicky were an affirmation, a community's embrace of a rising star. The joy in Nicky's heart was a melody that drowned the doubts, a tune that resonated with a newfound purpose. His passion for music was no longer a dream, but rather a path, a defiance against the prophecy of despair his father feared. With each note, Nicky was not merely singing, he was voicing the aspirations of many, turning the narrative of despair into a melody of hope. As the name Nicky Porter began echoing through the corridors of the local music scene, A star was being etched onto the firmament of the musical world. Song, Watch a Big Man Cry. Music wasn't merely a hobby for Nicky, it was a lifeline, a medium through which he navigated the waters of life. At the age of 25, as his musical journey was taking shape, Nicky experienced the joy of fatherhood with the birth of his second child, Sophia, a joy tinted with the sorrow of having lost his first son just a month before. Yearning for stability, Nicky sought companionship with a woman of faith and morals. This newfound relationship led him to the doors of employment at Toolsy Persaud sawmills, where he worked alongside his steadfast friend, Maurice. Song, Daddy Don't Go. With Jean, his pregnant girlfriend, Nicky ventured into a spiritual domain, an experience that touched the core of his being. Yet the path of love proved thorny as their relationship crumbled, leaving Nicky amidst the ruins of broken dreams. The melancholy of lost love found a voice in Nicky's first single, Watch a Big Man Cry, a poignant melody that reverberated with the ache of heartbreak. Life steered Nicky to the arms of Jacqueline, a woman whose beauty lit up his world. Their love blossomed over melodies, with the memorable night at Union Hall to the tunes of the Rocket String Orchestra marking the rhythm of their hearts. Yet, love's tune hit a discordant note, leaving Nicky to ponder upon the patterns of his relationships. The struggles faced by the women in his life mirrored a deeper quest, perhaps a search for a maternal figure. A voyage to Suriname for his first overseas gig unfurled a crucial chapter in Nicky's life. The revelation of his legal name, Shadrock, was a change of identity and a connection to his roots, a homage to his grandfather. With a renewed sense of identity, Nicky's music resonated deeper with his audience. The birth of his daughter Penny and then his son Perry marked the beginning of a period where his musical endeavours began bearing fruit. As Mr. Explosive, Nicky set the stage ablaze at the Dawn Palace Club. His performances on Saturday nights were not only gigs, they were events that the town looked forward to, a celebration of Nicky's artistic spirit and musical prowess. In Daddy Don't Go, Nicky explores the poignant plea of a child to her father, a reflection of life's circumstances and the emotional tug-of-war they bring. Each title in Nicky's discography is a chapter in a musical storybook, a reflection of the world through his eyes, a melodious narrative of life's many facets. The beauty of his music lies in its authenticity and its ability to resonate with the hearts, the hopes, and the hues of human experience. His music is a collection of melodies and harmonic chronicles that continue to echo through time, touching lives with its gentle whispers and powerful crescendos. As Nicky Porter's notes continue to serenade hearts across the globe, his musical legacy remains an enduring proof of the transcendent power. Music, a melody that continues to play on, reverberating through the annals of time. Song, Another Night. Fate has a way of orchestrating encounters that tune the rhythm of our lives. On an ordinary day on Durban Street, destiny danced into Nicky's life in the form of Patrick Carter. The offer to work in the ministry was a job offer and a new verse in his life song. At the age of 30, embarking on a silk screening position was the opening note to a crescendo of accomplishments. Nicky's dedication struck a chord, elevating him to the position of a supervisor, Yet the melody of success faced a discordant beat, with talks of shutting down the department amid governmental transitions. The discord escalated into a confrontation with his supervisor, a clash that reverberated through the halls of the ministry. But as fate played its tune, a chance encounter with the president of Guyana, Lyndon Forbes Sampson Burnham, reverberated a note of hope. The chords of destiny played favourably as the opposing minister was transferred, paving the way for Nicky's reassignment to the Ministry of Information and Culture. His new role as a press officer was a narrative that echoed the importance of every individual in the larger symphony of governance. The political stage introduced Nicky to influential figures from lands afar, enriching his life's composition with notes of international camaraderie. Song, One Night Stand. The Jim Jones recording, a political and artistic endeavour, was a dive into a narrative that resonated beyond the shores of Guyana. Amidst the political rhythm, a chance meeting with Lucille Lynch struck a new chord. As an emissary of Amnesty International, Lucille's visit to Guyana orchestrated a new verse in Nicky's narrative. The role of a liaison was a glimpse into the global resonance of humanity, a melody that transcended borders, echoing the universal tune of empathy and understanding. The melody of life sometimes carries us across oceans into realms uncharted. At 39, a business arrangement with Lucille Lynch was the ticket that carried Nicky to the snow-kissed shores of Canada. However, the voyage came at a high price, parting with his cherished gem and their children, Angelique and Stacy. The heartstrings played a melancholy tune as Nicky, now referred to as Shadrock, learned about Lucille's letters to Jem, an untrue narrative that echoed the distance between them. Shadrock sought to script a new chapter in Toronto, but the notes of past achievements seemed discordant in the new job market. Overqualified for most positions, he tuned his aspirations towards the stage. The road to acting was not without its hurdles. Yet, as the old adage goes, when one door closes, another opens. A chance encounter with Rudolph King, a familiar face from the Rudy and the Roosters band back in Guyana, struck a chord of hope. Song, On Fire. Shadrock auditioned for a role in Our Heroes, embodying the essence of Marcus Garvey on stage. This was not just an acting gig, it was an avenue for Shadrock to echo the sentiments of the oppressed, a narrative he resonated with. Shadrock, a name he now fully embraced, was living the characters, breathing life into stories on stage. His stellar performance as Nick Bottom in A Midsummer Night's Dream in 1983 earned him the prestigious Dora Marva Moore Award, a testament to his burgeoning legacy in the Canadian theatre scene. With each role, Shadrock unravelled stories that transcended the stage, touching hearts and evoking thoughts. His journey from the streets of Albuistown to the spotlight in Canada was a tale of success and a melody of perseverance, a sonnet of resilience. As the curtains rose and fell on various stages, Shadrock developed many characters, each portraying a slice of life, a reflection of humanity. His roles in movies and television shows were performances and echoes of life's myriad emotions, a conduit to explore the human psyche. Song, You and Me. Amidst the rhythm of acting, a new melody harmonized Shadrock's life when he met Tony Castrilli. A shared love for music strung the chords of their friendship, gradually transcending into the realms of spirituality as Tony battled with illness. The melody of faith resonated with Tony, drawing him towards the spiritual compositions of Elder Shadrock, whose title now echoed Shadrock Porter's spiritual evolution. As Elder Shadrock, he orchestrated a blend of artistry and spirituality, crafting a sanctuary where souls could find solace, understanding, and the essence of truth. With music as his lifelong companion, Elder Shadrock's narrative is imbued with spiritual and musical evolution. His friendships and collaborations enriched his musical repertoire, and his spiritual journey led to a new moniker. Elder Shadrock, founder, leader, and master teacher of the Israelite Nation Worldwide Ministries. His legacy continues to resonate, echoing the timeless journey of a man who found his tune amidst life's dissonance.
First, let's kind of deal with the name. My name was always Shadrock. It's my grandfather's name that was given to me. That it was resurrected when I got my first passport, somewhere late in the late 60s, something like that. And then I discovered that my name was not Nicky Porter. Really, it was Shadrock. And because I was in the music business, I kind of didn't want to change the name or to reflect a new personality or whatever that goes with the name. So what I did, I went on as Nicky Porter until I went to Canada, when I continued to pursue the career of music, drama, film, movies, everything you can lay your hand on in terms of the art. And I did it.
Okay, okay. So we see this as Nicky Porter Shadrock.
Yeah.
Okay. In your hands, I can understand that album. How many albums have you released so far?
I made 2 albums. One is called Bottom Line, and one is called, the one you saw just now, is called Survival. A kind of reflection of my life, survival. There's a very good cut on it called Daddy Don't Go. And other part of my life, the way I was brought up in Guyana, struggling. Even the family that I'm with now is like my family. But they know how I struggled in this kind of a life to make it for whatever I want to do. And that's why today it is very important for me to talk to kids, to let them know that they can do whatever they want to do. Whatever the scope is out there for them to do, they just have to seek within themselves for that ability. And when they have discovered that ability, then put it to use, to work.
Okay. Put it to use to work, that's if the opportunity presents itself, yes?
No, sometimes you create.
You create it, okay.
The possibilities.
Song, Let Love Live. Thank you for joining us on this inspiring voyage through Elder Shadrock Porter's life. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more musical chronicles.
So many words that I have been spoken, so many lies that hang on a thread, so many fires on a burning bed, so many mouths this world must feed, so many people with its dying need, so many arms with no one to hold, so many stories that never been told. We gotta make love live today. We gotta make love live and stay. We gotta tear this hatred apart. We gotta make love live in our hearts. How many wars must a soldier fight? How would he know who's wrong or right? How many mothers gotta shed a tear when a child returns? That is our fear. We gotta make love live today. We gotta make love live and stay. We gotta tear this hatred apart. We gotta make love live in our heart. Reach out and touch a hand. Reach out and help a friend. Reach out to understand. Reach out. Reach out. So many hearts that have been broken. So many words that have been spoken. We gotta make love live today. We gotta make love live.